Hey everyone, welcome to Biconomy Talks with WHT Token. I'm thrilled to sit down with Luffy, representing GoldBit's team, to unpack the story behind WHT Token and the broader GoldBit ecosystem. WHT Token is the native utility and governance token of the GoldBit ecosystem. It unites tokenized real-world assets, gaming economies, and decentralized finance into an integrated economic layer built on BSC, Binance Smart Chain. Today, we'll learn how the team sees the future of RealFi, what's next for their products, and why they believe their approach can withstand crypto's infamous 4-year cycles. Let's start with you, Luffy. Before we dive into WHT itself, how was your personal crypto journey? What drew you into blockchain and Web3 in the first place?
Okay. Thanks, Bruno, for the call. I'm here, Luffy from WHT Insight. And in my crypto journey, I work as a exchange listing team and project advisory and help them about listing. And I also work as with many projects and WHT one of the them. And my first exposure to crypto comes when I start realizing the limitation of centralized system blockchain's transparency, accessibility, and global financial potential truly impressed me. I believe Web3 is not just an investment space, but a new economic infrastructure.
It's always an interesting journey, and I love that most of the people, when they get into Web3, they have contact with different teams and different projects, and that exchange, because it's a whole universe. Um, which early experiences or mentors shaped your perspective?
Working with product focused teams and learning from failed project helped me grow a lot. I learned that sustainability in crypto does not come from hype, but from real use cases.
So true, so true. The technology is amazing when it comes to Web3. We're doing better, and there's a lot of great marketing. We're still lagging and learning about user experience, but cutting through the noise to see real world utility and what's actually being built is a great skill to have and to develop in this industry. When you look at the world through the lens of someone building RealFi and GameFi infrastructure, what themes or trends excite you the most?
The tokenization of real world asset and gaming economies that generate real value are very important. For us, it's not just about user trading tokens, but about becoming part of the ecosystem.
Definitely want to see more what's going on with WHT token and what you're bringing, which projects and which games you're going to be involved with. Um, the crypto landscape has been eventful in the recent years. Is there a particular industry event or memory from the past few years that really stands out for you?
Okay, major market crash showed us on things very clearly. It's not just about price, the infrastructure must be strong. That's why we designed GoldBit to quite withstand long term market cycles, not short term hype.
I see. Okay, so I want to grasp a feeling, and I think our users will be interested in the process of how GoldBit and WHT token came to be. Let's talk about that. How was the beginning, the ideation, how the project took shape, and what problem was the team trying to solve when they began? What was the pain that led the people involved with the project to start brainstorming about it and search for a solution that is now become the GoldBit ecosystem?
Our starting question was simple. Why is there is still no strong bridges between the real world and crypto? Goldbit was created to unify RealFi, GameFi, and DeFi into a single economic layer. WS2 was designed as the core utility and governance token of this structure. That's why we built Goldbit and W.
Perfect. So WHT is designed to unify tokenized real world assets, gaming, and DeFi into a single economic layer, which is great because they might have different momentum. So for users and token holders, they can kind of go through different market cycles that will affect this, let's call it a tripod of different segments or industries. I'd love to hear more about the ideation process and any key partners or backers who helped get the concept off the ground. Why build a token that sits at the intersection of these three domains?
Because the future of finance is not on dimensional. RealFi brings real value, gamify drives user engagement, DeFi products, liquidity and financial freedom. WST acts as a natural bridge between these three domains.
Which makes me notice that the GoldBit ecosystem seems quite comprehensive. You have Gold Wallet, CoinQuest, GoldPink. How do these pieces fit together to create a cohesive user experience? And what role does the token play? Where are you seeing most of the traction today?
Okay. Gold World means asset management, coin-quest, gamified, tax-based earning. Gold pings, community and social interaction. W is used across all product for payment, stocking, and governance. Currently, we are seeing the strongest traction in staking and community growth.
Yeah, staking is a good driver to get the community involved, and it's an important piece, an important tool for the tokenomics.
Yeah.
Tokenomics are crucial, that's for sure. I think that's what will separate long-lived projects and blockchain solutions
Yes.
than short-lived ones that probably don't go through the next cycle. Your white paper shows a total supply of 900 million WHT with allocation for staking, liquidity, community incentives, and a DAO treasury. It also mentions deflationary mechanics, such as a 0.2 to 0.8% burn on each transaction, a buyback program funded from platform fees, and the ability for holders to stake WHT and earn protocol revenue share. Could you explain how these mechanisms work in practice?
Okay. 0.2 to 0.8% burn on every transaction buybacks funded by platform revenues, stocking for passive income and governance rights. Our main goal are simple: control supply, reward long-time holders. That's it.
Well, I hope it keeps working like that. These numbers, at least, they're not so aggressive and they can make sense. So you mentioned governance, and I think that governance walks hands on hands with security and trust. They're paramount, especially after the events of recent years. Your smart contracts have been audited by CertiK with 93% plus security score. What else could you tell us about WHT governance model?
Achieving a 93 plus static security score was very important for us. In addition, through our DAO structure, WST holders can directly participate in decision making. We believe in community driving growth, not satellization. That's why it's so very important for us.
Yeah, and communities need to keep being shown that decentralization is there. All right, let's shift a little bit to the future. The roadmap you published outlines several phases. In Q4 2025, you completed the CertK audit, launched the token on DEXs, and secured the initial SEX listings. We're gladly happy to see WHT listed on Biconomy.com. Q1 and Q2 2026 focus on releasing the GoldBit swap beta, launching your staking module, and forming your first real world asset partnerships. What else can users expect for the year ahead?
Okay. GoldBit, Swag Beta, Stocking Module, Fast Real World Asset Partnership, Stronger, Six Integration. Our focus is clear. Product, real uses, and sustainability. That's why that's for our user in 2026.
Great. All right, but in order to do that, there is a specific go-to-market adventure. It's always tricky, and there's a lot of experimentation. And I find that business teams and marketing teams they shine when it comes to go-to-market strategy. What can you tell us about GoldBit's strategy so far? Which geographies or user segments are you targeting next?
Okay. We don't chase hype. Our approach is product first, then community, then liquidity. Our target markets is including Turkey, MENA, Asia, and Europe.
Those are the strongest markets for Web3, and they have insane adoption, which is the best thing we can see. Um, Great solutions actually being used by real people everywhere. It's not so niched. Okay, so projects that are designed to last long don't chase hypes, and
Yeah.
there's specific go-to-market strategy to each region. I can see that, but there's a lot of discussion, especially now, this last month or so, about the 4-year cycle. And crypto has been known by having short and really sped up, quick market cycles. How do you see the current state of the crypto market? How do macroeconomic conditions and regulatory trends shape your strategy?
Market are cyclical, but projects that create real value survive. We see regulation not as a threat, but as a maturation process. Actually, we are not here come for dump and pump or and then dump our coin, and we are here for our community. We are here for survive for a long time. We want to stay in market and helping our community grow with us.
And in order to do that, you need to keep an active and interesting 2026. Um,
Yeah.
I'm sure that our users are curious to learn more about how the ecosystem will grow. Well, let's talk about the deal flow. You're targeting sectors like e-commerce, travel, and real estate for real-world asset tokenization. And I do believe that everything will start to be tokenized from now on. How does it take from initial conversation to assets being tokenized on chain?
Okay, not so much times. Typically, 2 to 6 months. Legal, technical, and operational process run in parallel.
Yeah, it's not such a long journey. How will these partnerships impact the utility of WHT across your ecosystem? Any additional details you can share about the gaming side?
Okay. Actually, we don't see games as just entertainment, but as a economic participants. WST plays a key role as a riot, access, and governance tokens.
We approached all the sides of the ecosystem. What would you like our listeners to remember when they think about WHT tokens or the GoldBit ecosystem?
WST not a trend token. It's long-time infrastructure project that connects the real world, gaming, and DeFi. So I think user can remember us very well because we are a bridge chains in three domains: real world, gaming, and DeFi.
Amazing. Well, to our Biconomy friends, you can find more information through the links here in the description. Thank you, Luffy, for sharing your insights and project stories with us today. Any final any final thoughts?
Yeah, support Biconomy, support WST.